G'day everyone, Graham here. Well, this is broadcast for should gay marriage be allowed. It's okay. I'll tell you something a little bit about me. Now, when I was 18 years old, I was at university and I didn't know anything about gays at all. They were like aliens. I had never seen one, never talked to one, had never seen them on TV or radio. They were something that people simply talked about that existed like aliens, right? And so when I was 18, I went to university, and this 42-year-old bloke tried to crack onto me. I thought, oh, I felt as if I felt physically assaulted, and all he did is like put his hand on my shoulder and, and, said, do you want to have sex type thing? And, it really shocked me. And so what I did is, I reacted very immaturely and I punched him in the face. And, now that I'm older, I do regret doing that. But hey, it was like an alien attacking me. And, as now I've grown older, I've matured and met a lot more people in the world. And the world has changed too. You see lots of gays on television now, where before you didn't see any gays at all. And now I've got a lot of gay friends, especially on the internet.
Pardon?
Whereabouts are you from?
I'm from South Wales in the United Kingdom.
South Wales. And do you believe in gay marriage?
Yeah, I'm not against gay marriage at all. I mean, fair enough if you think that, it's not natural, which is, I don't think that's true, because it's the DNA, and people are born with feelings. Like a man is born with a feeling of attraction to a woman, and if they're attracted to a male, then so be it. It's natural for a human to have them feelings towards a person, whether it be male or female.
So do you think?
Yeah.
So do you
I think if gay marriage is natural, I think if two people love each other, and not just for material possessions, because at the end of the day, marriage today is really, a lot of it is based on love more so than what it used to be.
Yeah, to most of the time it's based on love now.
Yeah.
But for gay marriage, it's love. Okay. Should it be called marriage? Should the government change the Marriage Act to include same-sex marriages? Or do you think civil unions are enough?
I believe that I don't think they need to change the word marriage for it, because civil union's fine, but it's sort of like it's sort of like degrading the actual not allowing them the right to be called marriage. You're degrading it to civil union.
So why?
That's my opinion anyway.
So why can't we have two distinct things? Marriage, thing called marriage, is male and female, and civil union is same sex. Why can't we have that? As long as they have the same sort of rights.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why. It's just that people are scared of change. I mean, we are living in the 21st century, to be honest, and if people aren't willing to accept that different feelings for different humans, then they're quite ignorant.
So, okay. Anthony's opinion is that marriage is okay, civil union's okay, but marriage would be better for gay people because it's equal. So is that right, Anthony?
What I mean is that marriage should be a universal thing for everyone equally. I don't think people should be, change it just because of their gender. If it's marriage, and it's called marriage, then everyone should be allowed that right to be married.
So what happens if I am in love with my pet? Can I marry my pet?
Well, then with humans, I mean.
Humans,
right,
okay.
I mean, if you want to marry your pet, I don't know, I don't agree with that, to be honest. You can marry Teddy, I guess.
I can marry Ted. Yeah. Ted would love that, right? So we'll strike up, one for you, marriage is cool. Gay marriage is good, and we're in the 21st century, and you should have it, right? Is that right, Anthony?
Definitely.
Cool.
Definitely.
All right.
No worries.
All right. So thank you very much for talking to me tonight. It's okay. Now, I go to church, and the church stance is that they actually say that marriage is between a male and a female, and that is fine because they like to protect the unity of family. Now, the head of a family is a male and a female of good quality, not rat bags, but really good quality people that can have children and nurture the children for the next generation. The nuclear family, and that's fine, but in the real world, there are people who are gay. But how are you going to deal with people who are gay? So to deal with that, I think don't change the Marriage Act. I think that we should create a thing called a civil union like other people have. Okay, so a gaming dude says, we have two Connors in the room. Darren says, I think the point of a marriage is a religious back into the marriage, so arguing for equal marriage rights from the atheist perspective is not really valid. And Gaming Dude says, my mum's a Christian and my father's a Catholic, and they both openly oppose gay marriage. Okay, Gaming Dude, do you want to go on Skype and talk about it? You can go on Skype and talk to me about it if you like. So now, I agree that Christians believe that. Oh, hold on, I'm getting a call. Hello, Annie Russell. How are you?
Hey, Sam.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. Now, at the moment, I'm recording my live broadcast. So this is being recorded, and we are discussing gay marriage.
Okay, awesome.
And so the question is, should gay marriage be legalized? What do you think?
No, definitely not.
Why not?
Because it's fucked up.
Oh, and try not to swear too much on the channel too. So okay, it's
No, looking, I completely agree with gay marriage. I think anyone in the world should be able to marry whoever they choose.
I think you should be able to marry your brother, to be honest.
Yeah.
Who cares?
So
yeah.
You know what we mean, Graham?
Yeah, so if you love each other and you're both adults, then
Yeah.
So, but shouldn't marriage be between a male and a female?
Not necessarily. I think that
it doesn't matter if you marry a guinea pig, for all I care.
I think that like if you choose to marry a girl and you're a girl, that's completely fine because like it's about the love and the experience you have.
That sounds pretty good. So you're going to marry your friend?
Yeah, I think I might.
I think I'm going to marry my pet rat, to be honest.
Can I marry Ted? Can you see him on screen?
No.
Can you see him on screen?
I can't see anything except a picture of you and like something that looks like a pizza.
Okay, if you go on conduit.com and sign up, you'll see my live broadcast.
Okay.
It's www.kondoot.com. If you sign up there, you'll be able to see my live broadcast, and you'll.
But what if you don't want to sign up?
Oh, you gotta sign up.
Can you view it if you don't sign up or something?
No, you gotta sign up. All it needs is your name and your email address, so nothing too horrible.
Yeah, easy
It's
done.
free. It's a free thing. So you can call yourself Bob and create an email address.
Yeah, fully get you.
So okay, so you're the second person that said to me that gay marriage is fine.
Yeah, so can you just explain to me what are your thoughts on it? Because I'm kind of a curious person.
Well, my church says that their official stance is that marriage is between a male and a female, and that's fine. My personal stance is that don't change the Marriage Act, simply create a thing called civil unions and allow people to become a civil union, which gives them all.
I'm sorry, I don't get anything that you're saying,
The reason most people are against gay marriage is because they want to change the Government Marriage Act. And the Government Marriage Act says that marriage is between a male and a female. Now, there's a lot of opposition because of that. So what I say is simply allow it to be a civil union like England does. Now, when someone has a civil union, they sign the piece of paper just like a marriage, but they have the rights to other person's assets and superannuation. Like for instance, if a male and a female, if they get married and one of them is sick in hospital, dying in hospital, really sick, only the close family can actually go visit them. Now, I can hear my voice now. Did you change something in your speaker?
What was it?
There was an echo there.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm like on the toilet at the moment.
Oh, okay. It's toilet cam, and so to stop people complaining about changing the Marriage Act, all they have to do is say civil unions. That allows them to have all of the property rights. So let's say that two gays they'll have each other, and if one gets really sick, the other person can't visit that person because they're not a family. You know? And that's terrible. How would you like it if your lover was dying in hospital and the hospital says, "Oh, sorry, you can't actually you can't see them because you're not family."
I fully understand where
horrible.
you're coming from. I'm a bit undecided on what my opinion is.
Oh, okay. So what would happen if one of your best friends said that she loves you and that she feels that you should get married?
Yeah, well, go fuck her in the back of my car, eh?
That sounds fair enough to me.
Well, yeah, I like.
Oh, Eddie, you're funny.
Thank you very much.
That was actually her friend, Michaela. Thank you very much,
Michaela.
Graham.
That's very funny. I like that.
Thanks, Graham.
Yes, some grey, mostly ham. So okay, so you don't mind a civil union then?
No, I don't. Well, can you give me a definition of what the civil union is?
All right. The civil union is almost exactly the same as a marriage, but it's called a civil union instead of a marriage. Because there's government legislation that says there's a thing called the Marriage Act. It's a government legislation that says the official marriage is between a male and female human being of appropriate age, right?
Yeah.
Now, gays are saying we should change the Marriage Act, But a lot of people, a lot of Christians are saying, no, we don't want to change the Marriage Act. So to circumvent all of that sort of thing, simply have a civil union like other countries do, like England does, then they can have, it's like a parallel marriage. They have all.
I get it now.
I completely understand.
Yeah, it's a parallel thing, but simply not called marriage. You know? So I think that's the way to go. I think that's the way to go.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's been very nice talking to you, Annie.
Yeah, thanks. I've got my friend Makala here right
Hi,
now.
Makala.
So just give her a little hello.
Hey, hello, Makala. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Graham?
Yeah. And thank you very much to contributing to my broadcast tonight. And feel free to ring up. I'm going to have broadcasts most nights about 7 p.m. Hi, Bear. How are you?
Hey, what's up, Graham? What's up, buddy?
Yeah. Now, currently, I'm doing a live broadcast on
Alright.
conduit.com. It's being recorded, and so you can watch it later on, or you watch it live on Conduit. Now,
Okay. Yeah, I see it on the live button right here.
yes, and
Are
so
you doing it right now?
yeah, right now.
Hey, man, I gotta tell you before you leave, man, you're awesome, man. Really, you're great. I watch your stuff all the time, and it's really entertaining. I think you're funny as hell.
Thank you very
You're
much.
great, man. You're awesome.
So, what do you think about gay marriage? Should gay marriage be legalized?
Should gay marriage be legalized? You know,
Yep, that's the
to be
question
honest
for
with you,
tonight.
you want me to answer that or what?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I honestly don't care if they marry. That personally, I really don't really, I don't care.
Because it doesn't affect your life, does it?
I'm sorry?
Because it doesn't affect your life.
No, and I think it's absolutely ridiculous how people make a big deal out of it. I think it generally comes from the religious, the religious movement is really big on the whole marriage thing, and I honestly believe, when they say marriage is whole, it should be, a special thing here and there. Well, half the people that get married get divorced anyway, so where's the specialty in that?
It's true. Heaps of people get divorced, and they become very, very bitter after it,
Right.
And like some of my friends say, we should allow gay marriage because we should not deny gays the bitterness and the pain of divorce.
Yeah, and another thing they do is they start talking about, well, what's next? Are you going to start marrying, a donkey, or are you going to start marrying an animal? And
The hand puppet.
It's a ridiculous comeback to it, because what does that really even mean? I mean,
It's ridiculous. I know. We're talking about humans here,
I'm
and
sorry?
we're talking about humans, not animals or hand puppets, and but the thing that a lot of people are saying that against gay marriage is because once they're married, they want to have children.
Well, you mean if gay couples marry, they want to have children?
Yeah, they may adopt children or have surrogates.
Well, I don't really know if there's any study that shows that children grow up worse or get raised worse than married couples nowadays. Okay, so if they get divorced, the children already start off without one parent, and if they do have both, then it's tough because they now have to somehow figure out who gets to see the children and how long and all this gets done. There's always bitter divorces, so I don't really see the difference here. I mean, I don't know if there's maybe some studies that can show whether or not children grow up better or worse, whether or not they have parents that are gay. I don't really know. I mean, if they can show, maybe if there's some kind of study that I can see that can provide some sort of explanation for that. But as far as I understand, I really don't know if there's much of a difference, especially nowadays. I think a lot of people who are dead set on being gay marriage are, unfortunately, it seems like they're gay themselves, but they're just in the closets. But it seems like.
There's a lot of people in the closet against gay marriage, but the thing is that ideally, children need a good quality male and female, but unfortunately, in this world, they don't have a good quality male and female. So they get divorced,
Right.
and the children get traumatized something badly by that, something horrendous. You know, like some of my friends, they've had parents who stuck together and didn't divorce, but they were brutalized badly. They were beaten up, really badly, um, by their parents, and they've traumatized something bad. But so if gay people did have a civil union and children were there, if they were good people, that's got to be way better than bad heterosexual parents.
Sure, and I do believe that too. It's absolutely right, and I also, I guess it all boils down to, saving the whole, as far as they meaning the people who are very, very much against, gay marriages. I mean, does it not go, because there's two things here. I mean, one, okay, the children aspect, that's fine, but if they don't want to, let's say it's just the gay marriage itself, without necessarily, adopting children, which I guess it would be the next step, is to allow them to be able to adopt. But let's just stick to really quickly, just specifically marriage.
Marriage, because that's the subject for tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the subject for tonight. Marriage.
Sure, and so I'm thinking, okay, what really, where's the harm if they're talking about saving, the sanctity of marriage or whatnot? Well, again, it's not really, they're not really doing so well, whether, even the heterosexual ones. And then doesn't it go against the rights of the people? Doesn't it go against the rights? I mean, they're saying, oh yeah, gay people can marry, as long as they marry, as long as a man marries a woman, they can marry.
Yeah, it's going to be a terrible marriage.
And then they say, well, they can marry, but they call it, what do they call it? It's something else. They call it.
Well, when gay people get married at the moment, it's called a civil union.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And so how come, doesn't it basically, isn't the major, I mean, whether or not they get married, what changes really? I mean, really what changes is the fact that they now have certain rights. For instance, if they need to, let's say, one of the, one person gets maybe, hospitalized, God forbid, or something like that, and they can't visit them.
Yes, that's right.
If they die, they can't get any, they don't get any legal rights to their possessions, or it doesn't matter how long they've been together. And then really what boils down to is, okay, if they've been living together in the same house and they live together and they are a couple together, then what is essentially the difference here? If they just get a piece of paper that says, okay, now you're married, I think really the main thing is they just finally, it's almost like acceptance from the government itself. We accept you as a gay person, and the way we show it is by letting you guys marry and document, allowing you, kind of like the state is now able to almost, well, not allow, but at least they're kind of part of society. They're not so shunned, for instance. And I don't know if that has a lot to do with it. I think they're just trying to, first of all, get the rights of what a married couple has. Both of the members of a married couple has rights, and then on top of that, they want to get, they want to be part of society. They don't want to be shunned. They don't want to be. It doesn't have to be a different name to be married. And if there's no proof that that if they adopt children, for instance, that the children grow up somehow, effed up or whatnot, then where is the harm here? We're in what, 21st century technically.
She said at the moment there's no proof that children will be adversely affected by gay parents. However, don't think that I would have liked 2 males or 2 females as parents, because I like, because ideally you need a male and a female, ideally. But
ideally, yes, you
it's
want
not.
to have a male, you want to have a male and a female because, especially for boys, I believe they do need a role model.
Yeah, you need a male in their life, because they need a male in their life. Male children need a male, and
yes, sir.
and a lot of kids, there's no male teachers anymore for young children, and they don't see males,
But then what's the difference if they get divorced and it's an ugly divorce? And also, by the way, not
same
even
thing.
divorces, by the way, a lot of females, when they get pregnant, it's really their choice because essentially nobody else has the right to tell. I mean, essentially it boils down to the female. If they want the baby, they'll have it no matter what. And they make the last decision because they can have the baby. I mean,
they can create it.
No one can tell them to.
Yeah, they can create a baby.
Right, they can create it. I mean, the male can be against it or for it, but essentially it boils down to the female. And if the female if she actually, bears the child, it was 100% her choice.
Yes.
And so I believe that, males that, for instance, say, okay, well, I didn't want it to begin with, so I'm just going to leave. I mean, there's plenty of child support cases that, like I said, I think now it's over 50% of all Americans at least get divorced. So there's a lot of cases where males aren't even in the picture.
It's true. I agree with you.
And so, I guess the question is, I guess the question still boils down to how much worse is gay marriage truly going to be versus, 50%. 1 out of every 2 marriages is going to go down the drain. Our kids, I mean, because I know my parents divorced when I was, 15, for instance. And so, and that happens more often than not. But I'm really thinking, okay, it seems like most of all families are truly effed up. They all.
Oh yeah, most families are screwed up in some manner or form.
Yeah.
And it's only, there's only a few families that are functional. Like my family's not functional, and because we all get traumatized by life, And
is your family's functional?
No.
Right.
Very dysfunctional. And so, there's no sanctity, there's not much sanctity left in marriage, because people get divorced all the time. And the ideal world is very, is very difficult, having an ideal world. So you're the third one that says it's okay for gay marriage. The third caller. So, I thank you very much, Bear.
Yeah, can I ask you one last question? I don't want to hold up too much
Certainly,
time.
yep.
I just want to ask one last question if that's possible.
Yep.
Since you're in Australia, I'm here in the US. I'm just trying to figure out in Australia right now, is it legal or illegal or what's going on there right now?
In Australia, they don't have legalized. Gay marriage is not legal. Gay marriage is not legalized.
So they have not legalized it yet?
They have not legalized it.
Okay, and then as far as, because generally it also comes, there's big pressure, the whole God thing is saying that it's...
Yes. Now, the tell you that the major thing that's stopping gay marriage in Australia is because the push to try to change the Marriage Act. They should have civil unions like England does, which is a parallel marriage. So instead of actually changing the Marriage Act, you actually instead of changing the Marriage Act, you simply have civil unions, and civil unions are fine because then they have all the property rights, all the other rights, except changing the Marriage Act and.
Which is the most important part about getting married. I mean, these days.
It's all the same. It's just a different name. Like, I can't understand why they can't have we'll call it marriage for males and females. We'll call it civil union for gays. I don't have a problem with that at all.
Right.
As long as they let me marry Ted.
As long as what now?
As long as they let me marry Ted.
Right.
Ted's my hand puppet.
Right.
So I'm joking about that,
Right.
Ted might not like it. So I've got time enough for
Yeah, Graham, you're awesome. I mean, this is great. I'm gonna try. I don't know if I was even on this live show or whatever because I just kind of decided to give you a ringer. But like I said, you're awesome. Keep it up. And this is, really interesting topic that you picked. It's kind of touchy for a lot of people, especially the very religious ones.
yeah, oh yes, it's a touchy thing, yeah.
Yeah, and I just wanted to point out last thing that get over it. People just get over it. Live and let live. Look at your own plate and stop harassing people. It's none of your business. And if you think you can do it better than others, then go for it. But unless you can show some kind of heart proof that some other couples can't marry and have children. What if there's a couple with a woman that had to get her breasts removed or whatever?
That's right.
There's numerous cases of these random kind of oddball.
A lot of heterosexuals can't have children, so marriage for children is not a valid reason not to. Yeah, I agree. So we got 6 minutes left. So there's another caller waiting. So thank you very much, Bear.
I really appreciate you taking my call. You're great. I love you, man.
And before we go, I'm going to do this most nights at 7 o'clock and 7 p.m. And I'm going to do soon. I'll do ones during the day for other people around the world.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yes,
Is this like if I click on the live, I'm going to be able to listen to this or what?
Yeah, that's right. And if you look at my Facebook and my YouTube, I make videos about announcing it. But get on my Facebook. Are you on my Facebook?
Great.
Are you?
I'll do that. I don't really have Facebook. I don't really do a lot of those social network things.
Really?
But I'll definitely check you out and.
Yeah, check my YouTube out. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And big hugs from the US, buddy.
Hug to you, Bear. Take care of yourself, okay? Speak to you again soon.
I love your videos, man. You're awesome. I love you, buddy.
Thanks, Bear. See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, mate.
Hi, Connor. How you going?
Good, you?
I am excellent. So tonight we're talking about should gay marriage be legalized?
Yep.
And what do you think?
I think, well, I'm just going to say I'm actually legally blind, so I know a lot of people who I've met who are gay, lesbian, and I don't really want to be rude, but I think it's up to them if they want to get married or if they want to do that stuff, because it's up to them. It's their personal feelings and love.
So it's up to them. Yep. So you're for it.
Yep.
And so that's the fourth person who's for it. That's pretty cool. So do you know anybody who is gay and married?
Well, I don't know anyone who's gay or married, but I know people who are gay and who have got feelings for other gay people and all that stuff.
Oh, okay. So, okay, you're the fourth one that says, okay, gay marriage is fine. Thank you for calling, Connor.
Hello.
How are you? So you're against gay marriage?
Yeah, I am. I oppose gay marriage.
Why?
Well, frankly, because I don't support the males, but I support the female side.
Well, doesn't everyone want to watch two hot females having sex, right?
I'm having a week off here and there, mate.
That's what a lot of my friends say. That they like gay marriage as long as it's two hot females. So anyway, guys, it's been 1 hour and it's 8 o'clock. I'll have to finish this up, and I say thank you very much for talking to me today. So most of the people I've talked to have said, okay, we agree with gay marriage. One person said, no, he doesn't agree because of his Christian beliefs. Bye for now.
Write me, comment me, love me, and subscribe.